What's going on, crew? Welcome back to Tik Tok Reruns, the weirdest corner of the internet, where we watch the uncomfortable, gross, and oddly satisfying. Every episode proves the same thing. Our brains are hooked on satisfaction and completion. And today, I have 4 perfect examples to show you exactly why. Here's a sneak peek. But before we dive in, hit that like button one time. Those are still free. Shout out to my new subscribers and my OGs as well. We're on the road to 20K, so if you haven't, hit subscribe. We upload every Tuesday and Thursday, so if you hit the bell, you won't miss out.
The following program is a presentation of Tik Tok Reruns. All content is presented as a curated exploration of uncomfortable, fascinating, and oddly satisfying moments, accompanied entirely by original commentary, observations, and insight. Viewing multiple times is advised.
All right, our first example for today is Exhibit 1. Some big backne, and we are at a spa. Looks like they do more than just massages. Doc is getting right into it with some stab action. That is an impressive size knot. This is where your brain goes, oh, it's that type of video? It is. And we're gonna be glued to the screen until this one is empty. Because it's satisfying. There's something about watching built up tension finally being let go. Just watching pressure disappear. It's weirdly hypnotic. Probably helps that it's not my back. Fun fact, most cysts like this are filled with keratin. And that's basically the same stuff that your hair and nails are made out of. So this is like your body's version of saving the leftovers. But this didn't show up overnight. At this point, when it becomes less of a process and more of a procedure, you begin to wonder, how long has this been like this? Still going, still coming out. And Doc isn't messing around either. Every last bit wants out. This has become less shocking and surprising and more impressive. And we're still not done. Backne is always the worst, 'cause it hurts. Each squeeze is like unlocking a new chapter. You start to appreciate the method behind the madness. Even though the subject matter makes you nauseous, but somehow it still keeps you in a chokehold. Because nothing about this is subtle. Each section makes its presence known. Your eyes can't look away, and your nose is glad that you're not actually there. And yeah, cottage cheese is off my menu for a while. These types of clips train your curiosity to be stronger than your gag reflex. This back clearly has a sense of humor. It's holding on just to make things more interesting. Even when you think it's almost done, it reminds you, nope, we're not finished yet. Watching this unfold is like watching a stubborn story finally reaching the end. Slightly gross, mostly compelling. I think it's meditative though. If your meditation includes mild body horror. Somehow, the weirdest things are the ones you can't stop looking at. You know, the part where you're simultaneously horrified and fascinated? Yeah, that's happening. My brain keeps screaming, "Look away," while my eyes are on autopilot. I guess we all like a little chaos in our lives, especially when it's on someone else's back. This extraction had more layers than an onion. At least it didn't make me cry. If you thought this was gross, congratulations, your curiosity won again. So, Exhibit 1, a lesson in patience, precision, and of course, fascination. This is for sure the kind of content that keeps us glued to the screen. Definitely satisfying. And now, the big reveal. Everything has been patiently waiting for a grand appearance. Look at that. That napkin is doing more heavy lifting than some of us will ever do.
This is the greatest!
Okay, on to our next example, Exhibit 2. And this is one of those situations where the problem is immediately obvious. Something is blocking the way and it's been there for a long time. They had to bust out the suction tool. Steady, controlled, very intentional. And there it goes, clean pull. That moment always hits the same. Instant relief. No digging, no poking, just positioning and patience. I feel like this is soothing for everybody involved. The person getting the procedure, person doing the procedure, and of course, us. Fun fact, earwax naturally moves outward over time, but obviously that's not always the case. This example clearly shows that. Now they're suctioning what looks like cleaning gel. Yeah, he's gonna be able to hear a mouse fart after this. Because these results speak for themselves. I don't know what this is called, but sign me up next. Look at that, clean. And here's what that buildup looks like once it's out. And here we go with ear number 2. And they're not identical either. Each one is doing their own thing, telling their own story. Their own gross story. Slow and steady pulls. And this one is holding on no longer. You can immediately see the difference. That's how it's supposed to look. All I know is suddenly, ignoring his wife just got a little bit harder. As we wrap up with our second example, each piece of evidence, the buildup, the removal, the precision, proves the fascination isn't just gross curiosity, it's the way our brains get hooked, staring at something uncomfortable, yet impossible to look away from. And then they finish it off with the cleaning gel. This one was definitely satisfying. And of course, they show us what was removed. Seeing it separated from the ear makes it feel finished. Problem solved. Eviction included.
Thing I have ever seen!
And here we have our third example for today, Exhibit 3. Right away, you can see a thick layer of hardened skin under this big toe. It's raised, dense, and clearly been sitting there for a while. They had to break out the grip pliers. The surface is rough and almost yellowed. Steady, careful, nothing sudden. Because that's not skin, that's buildup. But you can see the thickness slowly giving way with each pass of the knife. And these always look worse than they really are. Fun fact, calluses don't usually hurt when you cut them because there's no nerves, no blood, just dead skin. The thicker they are, the easier it is to peel. And the thinner it gets, the slower they have to go. Everything is controlled. There's something about watching layers come off cleanly. It's not dramatic, it's just effective. This is one of those clips your brain just settles into. And layer by layer, it's all starting to come off. You can see it start to smooth out. It was stubborn, but it's starting to give in now. And notice how the thickness varies. Thicker in the center, a little bit harder to get to, but thinner on the sides. Probably because of all the pressure and then how long it's been sitting there. I know this person is going to be super relieved walking out of there. Look at that. That piece came off almost perfectly round. Whoa. Coin size and intact. That's impressive. Now it's mostly cleanup, just trimming and evening out the edges. Each pass reveals how much buildup was there before. No bleeding, no drama, just precise removal. That's exactly what we're talking about. Watching the buildup come off in layers and even a perfect piece shaped like a coin. These are the moments that pull in our attention. It's the transformation, the process, the little surprises along the way. Definitely satisfying.
This is amazing!
And then our last example, Exhibit 4. We're starting off strong because the second he opens his mouth, the camera immediately fogs up. That's how you know we're in for it. Full dentist POV. No warm up, no easing into it. Just open wide, instant humidity. And there it is, plaque buildup, where it's been minding its business for way too long. These are the type of clips where nothing dramatic happens all at once. It's the slow removal, piece by piece, that keeps us watching. Nothing flashy, just little pieces breaking away, one after another, with each poke and suction is just enough to reset your attention. And this is supposed to be maintenance, not a spectacle, but here we are. And these angles make it feel way more personal than it needs to be. And I can bet you're probably rubbing your tongue on the back of your gums and teeth. This looks so uncomfortable, but I know it feels so relieving. You don't even blink anymore. You're just locked in. Your brain just settles in, even if your body won't. You stop thinking about what it is and just watch it happen. And your eyes keep track of every detail. Nothing flashy, just consistency. Man, this is the definition of let him cook. Because they're going in on those gums. Last fun fact of the day. Once plaque hardens, it's not going anywhere without help. And that's why this video even exists in the first place. Your mouth is basically a warm apartment complex for bacteria. Food residue plus bacteria left alone for a long time turns into this. Because this doesn't show up overnight. This takes weeks of neglect, stacking up. Watching the buildup get chipped away, then suctioned up, shows exactly why the brain loves satisfaction and completion, and why clips like this hold our attention. So Exhibit 4, just like 1, 2, and 3, perfectly support my claim. And this was definitely satisfying, especially when you get to see the reveal. Crazy, right? Well, that's all I have for this one. Catch y'all in the next one.